For Monday, April 11th, 2022, will please come to order. Good evening to those of you who are here with us. If you would, please take a minute and check your cell phones to make sure that they are on silent or vibrate. For those of you who are participating remotely, welcome as well. With respect to remote participation, members of the public are asked to place their microphone on mute during the meeting, with the exception of any public hearing. At the appropriate point in the public hearing, I will invite the public to unmute their microphone for purposes of submitting such comments as they may wish to make, one person at a time. All persons wishing to make public comments will be asked to first state their name and address for the record, and after completing the public comment, members of the public will once again be asked to place their microphone on mute, and we thank everyone for their cooperation. With that, if you would, please join us in rising for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Madam Clerk, would you please call the roll?
Mrs. DeMaid?
Here.
Mr. Hazen?
Here.
Mr. Mamalenti?
Here.
Mr. Benicki?
Here.
Mr. Emmons?
Here.
Mr. Bowden?
Here.
Mr. Compton?
Here.
Mrs. Volker?
Here.
Mr. Hixenbaugh?
Here. Approval of the minutes of our regular meeting of March 21st, 2022. Are there any additions or corrections? Then hearing none, the minutes will stand approved as received from the clerk's office. Petitions, communications, remonstrance, and memorial.
Yes, Mr. President, we have appeal number 2022-05 to the Common Council and the Board of Zoning Appeals. This is a use variance to permit an event center, Assembly Hall, in a C2 shopping center commercial at 502 West McKinley Avenue. This appeal is signed by the property owner. We have appeal number 2022-07. This is to the Council and the Board of Zoning Appeals. Use variance to allow 3 tenant in one building in C1 General Commercial District at 309 Bittersweet Road. This appeal is signed by the property owners Mike Hewlett and Andrew Zaremba.
Thank you. This evening, we have no report of any special committee that I'm aware of, so we will move into ordinances on first reading.
Proposed ordinance number 2022-08, an ordinance of the Common Council of the City of Mishawaka amending the uniform schedule of fees.
Proposed ordinance number 2022-08 will be assigned to the Budget and Finance Committee. Let's move into resolutions.
Resolution number R 2022-07, a resolution of the Common Council of the City of Mishawaka, Indiana, approving a report of compliance with statement of benefits for certain property owners. Do you want me to read those into the record?
Why don't you read the name of the property owners at this point? I think we're going to postpone.
Barak River Rock LLC, Wellness Pet, formerly Well Pet LLC, High Speed Packaging Line 2015, Riverwalk Development Group LLC, Lippert Components Manufacturing Inc., Jamil Packaging Corporation, Flexo Folder Gluer 2019, Wellness Pet, formerly Well Pet LLC, new production line including dryers, odor control equipment, and conveyance systems 2021, Wellness Pet, formerly Well Pet LLC, building expansion 2021.
Thank you. Mr. Emmons.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. President. I'd like to make a motion that we postpone Resolution 2022 to May 2nd at 6 o'clock here in the council chambers.
No, you don't want to change the meeting.
I want to change the meeting.
You're going to change the meeting date?
No,
Time?
No.
Making the motion to postpone the resolution to, excuse me. Yeah, postpone the resolution until the May 2nd
Right.
at 6.
Don't worry about the 6 o'clock.
Okay.
So Mr. Emmons' motion, if I understood it correctly, is a motion to postpone the public hearing on proposed resolution 2022-07 until our regularly scheduled meeting of May 2nd, 2022.
Second that.
Thank you. A motion has been made and seconded to postpone the public hearing of proposed resolution 2022-07 until our regular meeting of May 2nd, 2022. Any additional questions or comments from the council? Hearing none, then all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
Nay.
In the opinion of the chair, the ayes have it, so the matter will be postponed until May 2nd, 2022, in order to, and my assumption is that Mr. Emmons and the Budget and Finance Committee will be identifying, as has been done in the past, any of our current tax abatement recipients that they wish to hear a little bit more from before we take this to vote.
Thank you.
So that meeting will be scheduled at the mutual convenience of all parties. With that, we have no ordinances on second reading, so we'll move into privilege of the floor. At this time, members of the public are invited to speak with respect to non-agenda items only under privilege of the floor. All right, thank you. We have no unfinished business that I am aware of, so new business. Is there any new business to come before the council? Mrs. DeMade.
Thank you, Mr. President. This month, the West End Neighborhood Watch is tomorrow, Tuesday, April 12th, at the St. Babel's School Activity Center. Our guest speaker this month is going to be Lieutenant Don Siders from the Police Department's Detective Bureau. And we will also have Officer Bruce Faltinsky there with an update on the latest activities affecting the city. And because of the sensitive nature of the meetings with police officers, it will not be live streamed. So if you want to hear what's going on, please attend. It's open to all Mishawakans, 7 to 8 p.m. Parking is in the gated lot south of the church, and all are welcome. Thank you.
Thank you. Other new business. Mr. Mamalenti.
Thank you, Mr. President. Just another brief reminder, the ARPA Fund Committee will be hosting a brief meeting to allow presenters a few minutes to present their final case, April 25th, here at Council Chambers at 6 o'clock. It'll begin at 6 o'clock, and we'll have 6 or 7 presenters scheduled through about 7:30. So if you have not been made aware of this opportunity, you do have the opportunity to come speak around after 7:30, 7:45 or so. So April 25th, 6 o'clock at the council chambers.
Thank you, and thank you to Mr. Mamaleni and the committee for continuing to move that process forward. Mr. Emmons.
Excuse me. Thank you, Mr. President. I'd like to announce that April 21st at 6 o'clock, we'll have the First District Neighborhood Meeting again, and our speaker that night will be Maureen Bauer, State Representative. She'll be going over what was passed at the legislature and what wasn't, and why, and anything else that she feels that's appropriate to discuss with the constituents there that evening. Again, at the 6 o'clock at St. Babel's on the 21st, and as usual, we'll have West End Bakery providing the treats. So everyone is welcome, and again, that's at 7 o'clock at St. Babel's. Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you, Mr. Emmons. Any other new business to come before the council? Hearing none, then a motion to adjourn would be in order.
Next meeting? Give the next meeting date.
The next meeting, at the request of the clerk, will be, and it's a little bit off cycle, we have changed the date due to a local holiday that isn't celebrated anywhere, but in any event, our next meeting will be on Tuesday, April 19th at 7 o'clock here in the council chambers. And we certainly welcome anyone who wants to participate either in person or via live stream. Any other new business to come before the council? And at this point, a motion to adjourn would be in order.
So moved.
We are adjourned. Thank you, folks.
Do you